Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Milan again and Bridge is the game. Today's video is sponsored by Steven, who donated to me and challenged me via FunBridge. So today I will be comparing to a human player, which might be a little bit different perspective. Steven is from US and he has been doing pretty good recently. We have been texting to each other and he sent me some of his impressive results in the FunBridge points and in various daily tournaments or series. So I believe this will be a very tough match and looking forward and hoping to win. I hope that it will be interesting both for Steven, for me as well, because every board I'm learning something new, and I hope guys that you will learn something too. And if you would like to sponsor a video, feel free to text me via FunBridge or Facebook, and we can talk about that and I can play a challenge against you, or I can take some videos about your favorite conventions, or maybe the conventions you want to imply in your system, and I can tell you the pros and cons, why to play it and what are the advantages and disadvantages, because every convention you put into your system have an influence on some other sequences. So before you play anything new, I think you should know what are the downsides and upsides. And I would be happy to shoot a video about that if I get sponsored, to have some to save some time for that. Okay, so let's jump in and get our 5-board challenge. Okay, the first board, we have 12 high card points, a little bit unbalanced hand, 5-4-3-1, but a 5-4 in the majors. So in this board, I'm expecting that we will be playing for hearts or for spades, based on what partner has. Because partner opened one club, we might be playing as well 3 no trumps. So we start with 1 spade, 1 no trump is what we expected. So we want to bid the gadget to find out how many spades or hearts partner has, and if he is a minimum or a maximum. You may have various conventions for this. Normally it's a 2 clubs bid to find out, or in the natural system it's new minor forcing. In the modern system, people are using the 2-way check back, that 2 clubs shows either invitational hands or weak hand with diamonds, or pick a game with 5-card major. And 2 diamonds is used for a game forcing hand, where you are looking for the best game or you have a chance for a slam. With Argin is just the 2 clubs bid, so that's what we will do, and partner is bidding 2 spades. In here, I don't know how Argin follows, because usually you should bid from the bottom up. So 4 hearts in this case might have the preference, but here we don't know, because maybe we might prefer to play on a 4 forfeit, which usually generates 1 extra rough, 1 extra trick, because you are not roughing from the long side. And we might get to that in this board a little bit deeper if it comes up. So 2 spades is showing in between 14 and 15 points, so a maximum of a weak no trump. I don't think that Argin will have 15 points, and exactly 3 spades. So I wouldn't risk anything and just bid for spades and focus on the card play. Okay, we can see that we have a 4 forfeit, so this is definitely something the developers should consider. after this check back, especially after one spade overcall, to include the 4 hearts bits there too, because I don't know if I bid 3 hearts after 2 spades what that would mean. But both contracts have the same chances. Okay, so diamonds, we have no losers. One we can either rough or we can discard it on the club. Hearts are 4-4, so only if they are 4-1 we might have 2 losers. So maybe the club winner might be good for a hard discard to be 100% safe. And in spades, we will see. We will try to play the finesse, just a simple way. So it seems that we need a little bit of luck to make, but not that much. Okay, I will play the jack, which loses to the queen and a diamond back. Okay, we take it, and now we have to be a little bit careful because we can't draw trumps immediately. We can rough the diamond, but that might give us some troubles to get later to our hand. But if we rough the diamond and cash the king of spades, we can run the king of clubs to flesh out the ace of clubs, and later we will have a discard on the heart. And also we would have the communication in between the hands to draw the third round of trumps, just hoping that the trumps are splitting. So this is what I will do. I will rough the diamond, cash the king. We'll see 10 didn't drop, because if 10 drops we can overtake the king, but not this case. And we have to lose a trick. We can now play a heart to the jack, but if that loses to the ace and the heart back, then there might be a hard rough later. So I don't want to risk that, and I want to play the club first. Okay, this one I want to trump immediately, because if I discard a heart now, maybe I might get overruffed in the third round. If you can avoid a risk, avoid it, because we have an entry to the king of hearts and we can discard our heart anytime, and our goal is to cash the last trump. We have still one loser, but if opponents get to the trick, we can rough the diamond or any switch, and now we can just claim all tricks. I'm expecting this board to be a push if nothing happened on the other table, and you can see that it was the same. We can just have a look how Steven played. The bidding went exactly the same, using the same structure. Diamond to the ace, spade to the jack, and a spade back. So here Arjun took a different approach than with me, which is interesting. And now I would suppose that Steven played a diamond to the king and roughed a diamond and played the king of clubs. Diamond to the king, diamond rough, and a heart to the jack. This was, I think, a little bit risky, but the 10 of spades is out. Still, if the jack will lose to the ace and the heart 10 goes back, see, if you split, if you change the hearts, you might have a trouble that the third heart will be roughed later. So here I would suggest better to play the king of clubs, because that seems to be a little bit safer. Okay, and the rest is easy, and now he has a discard. So a push for the first board, relatively easy board, but anything can go wrong. Okay, and this board is interesting. We have 18 high card points, and partner opened the bidding with 1 spade, showing 5 spades. So we can see that we don't have the fit in the major, unless partner has a 7 or a good 6 card in spades. But most likely we will have a fit in clubs or diamonds. I'm thinking that we will have a fit in clubs, but we will see. Or we might be playing no trumps. Our hand is incredibly strong. It's not just 18 high card points, but we have controls. We have controls in all 4 suits, and we have 3 aces and 2 kings. Guys, this is a huge hand, and I'm driving to a slam no matter what. Okay, 2 diamonds, just waiting. 2 spades. Not much we found out. Waiting bid, so most likely, definitely without 4 hearts, most likely 6 spades, but not enough to jump to 3 or to bid 3 no. So here I will try the 3 clubs, because maybe we might have the heart fit. So it's not, sorry, the club fit. It's not, maybe we might still have it, but partner just bidding 3 no trumps to show us a minimum hand and heart stopper. So now it's get exciting, because now we don't have a good bid, especially with Arjun. If we bid 4 clubs, it will most likely show 5-5, which might be a good way to do, because partner might just bid 4 diamonds. But we definitely need to push a bit. If we bid for no trumps, showing 18-19, invitation to a slam, maybe this might be the best bid in this board to give partner a chance, because without a fit, scoring 12 tricks might be a problem. So I will try for no trumps not to force and partner pass out. So we will see. Okay, 5, 8, 10, 12 and a terrible hand. Okay, partner really has a terrible hand for us. So I'm glad that I stayed only in for no trumps, because here we might even have troubles. Okay, so 4 no trumps. That means 10 tricks. In no trumps, you should count the winners first. So we have 3 heart tricks for sure, 4 club tricks, that's 7. Diamond 8, ace is 8. We can establish 1 spade, which is 9. So we need to establish 1 extra trick. And we have 2 options. We have several options, either to try spades or to try diamonds. And both are kind of equal, but since we have to, we should lose 1 spade, maybe we can try to lose another spade, and on 4 spades discard our 4 diamonds. That means that we will score 11 tricks, no matter how good we guess the diamonds. And I think this is much better, because in spades we might lose 2, and in diamonds we lose 1 for sure. So I think this is the best way. To keep the communication in between the hands, I'm taking the trick immediately with the ace. And this is why it is crucial to make the plan before you follow to the first trick from the dummy. Because if you don't do your analysis, then you might make a mistake immediately in the first trick. And here I want to unblock my spade king, and if it is ducked, I need 3 entries to dummy. So I have 2 in clubs and 2 in hearts, which is 4, so I'm good to go. But still, I don't need to have any entries to my hand, so I better take it for safety reasons with an ace and play the spade. Okay, they took it immediately, and guessing to play another heart, no, a spade. Okay. Well, I don't think that the jack will drop, but okay, I just finesse, discarding the diamond, and everybody has the same plan, so I do what they do, because my spades are good. And I go for safe 11 tricks, which at the end might give me an extra imp if Steven takes only 10. Okay, now we have, just for you to see, we have one loser in diamonds, which we will discard on the club, and all the other cards are winners. So 4 no trumps plus 1, expecting it to be a push, but the diamonds are king jack offside. So if Steven decides to play a double finesse in diamonds, he will score only 10 tricks. And he didn't. So let's have a look. See exactly the same bidding what I did. So a good try, heart to the ace, well done, and playing the same. Well done, Steven. Well, this will be a tough challenge. Steven's playing really well. So now it's clear 11 tricks. Okay, board 3. Come on. Okay, 4 hard card points. We don't even need to think. We just pass and see what will happen. Partner is bidding 1 heart. And now it's being interesting. Because we have a full card fit. We have an outside doubleton. And we have an outside honor. Although in this case, the king of diamonds might be not that useful because it's in front of the 1 diamond bidder, but it's not guaranteed that the opener has the ace of diamonds. So still I might consider it as a trick, but I will devaluate it a bit. But what is important are the vulnerabilities here. And East-West is vulnerable. And after the double, we want to take them some space because maybe they might have 3 no, they might have 4 spades, 5 diamonds, whatever, and I just want to preempt. So I bid 3 hearts. In here, it should show a preempt, although Arjun will take it as 6 to 10 and a full card fit. But if partner raises to 4 hearts, I don't mind that much because still I think that opponents have some contract and we are not doubled. Okay, partner is having a huge hand, 17 points, but well, we might not count the jack that much, but we can see that we have one loser in diamond. Spades are relatively good if the finesse is on, but we have 2 losers in clubs. What is bad is that we don't have an entry to dummy. And this is what we need to work on. So here I will duck because I'm not expecting East to lead from his ace. So this is good. We have now a discard for a club. Unfortunately, I think the switch will be immediately to clubs. We should duck 1 because we have only 1 discard. And maybe the queen and a 7 should be from a doubleton. See, I'm expecting East to have king jack 10 fourth. So now if we don't let East to take the trick, we can discard the loser in clubs. So let's get the idea of points. So we know East started with the queen of diamonds, king jack in clubs. That's 6 points. And we together had 21, so there's 27 that would lead West with 13 high card points, which is very likely. And maybe the jack of spades might be here, and then that's perfect. So now we need to cross to our dummy's hand to discard it immediately. And we can either do it with a spade, where we will lose the spade. This is what I'm not sure about, who might have the king. But if we get East to the trick, then we are done. So we might as well play the ace of hearts and a heart, which will get West to the trick, and now he has to play the spade, which we can finesse and play 3 rounds. But for that we need a hard split. So guys, we have to make a decision, because if we discard the club, we need to do something with the spades. So then we need to cross rough the hand anyways. So we have either an option to play the ace of spades and queen of spades to get West to the hand, or ace of hearts and a heart. And maybe with ace of hearts we might have a chance to drop the singleton king. That's my thinking. We need the spade finesse to be on anyway, because if it's not, then East will get to the trick and cash the last club. So yeah. But if West, then we need to play 3 rounds. 3 rounds of hearts, if hearts doesn't split. So then we don't have enough trumps. We will be only with 1 trump left to ruff 1 spade. So that's not enough, guys. That's not enough. But on the other hand, if there is a king third here, we're expecting East to have 4 spades. So when we will be ruffing the 4th round of spades, we will get overruffed with the third king anyways. So I think I will just cash the ace of hearts for an extra chance of dropping the king. Didn't happen. Okay, hearts are 2-2, and now we just have to rely and play the spade finesse. Worked, perfect. So this, I think, will score a lot of points, because it's not easy to reach for hearts, and also it might be not that easy to win 10 tricks. Okay, and now we just cross ruff. So here we can claim making, and expecting a 10 imps. So we have been 1 level higher and we scored 2 tricks more. Okay, so Steven, let's see how you bid. 1 heart, you bid 2 hearts only, which is okay for Arjun. I like the preempt a little bit more. Why? Because you can see it here. Immediately you get a double, a support double. Now partner bid 2 spades, and you just stayed in 3 hearts, which is completely okay, because 3 hearts is definitely a good contract. But for the lead, this is probably the mistake which cost you the contract, because more points are likely to be with the West hand, because it's an opener hand, and East would not underlead the ace. Of course, you might think that the singleton, that we have only 1 chance to take the trick, but now, as you might see later, that both opponents can now play diamonds to force you to ruff. And this isn't easy for them, because now they can't just play diamonds. When you deck the first round, then even if it loses to the queen, you should know that West has the ace. And now you are West is in troubles, because he cannot cash the ace of diamonds, because you will ruff it. So diamonds is out of question anymore for West, so he has to switch. Good switch to queen of clubs. Again here, you want to protect one of your clubs, because maybe you might discard it later. Here, of course, you don't have a chance to discard it for anything. So taking the heart, and now it's unfortunately over, because you lose 1 extra club than I did, and now you didn't force West to give you either entry to the dummy or play the spades for you. So now, yes, you can finesse the spades, but the 4th 10 is holding you the 9. Which at the end happens. So down 1. Okay, well done, winning by 10. And I think a very nice deal for a declare play. Okay, another board. 5-3-3, 2 distribution and 11 high card points. Everybody's vulnerable. And guys, I don't like this hand because I don't have any middle cards. Okay, I have ace, ace, king, but how high can I go? That's always the question, because it's not just counting potatoes and tell your partner how many you have, right? Bridge is about taking tricks, and you can make an estimation of how many tricks you might get. And the goal in bridge is to find out if we have enough for a game. And here, for 4 spades, how many points do I need from partner? 5, well, okay, 8, nothing, 12, 14. So I need a huge amount of points to cover all my losers. So in this board, I prefer to pass, and I just want to compete on the part score. And now after 1 spade from my right hand opponent, I don't want even to compete because my partner is the passed hand. So I just let them play. Maybe if I open, opponents will have more difficulties to get to 3-0, but maybe not. And maybe I get doubled. I get doubled with these spades. Oh guys, look for that. So in here we do our analysis. So it's 10, 17 high card points in the dummy and West overcalls. So we have 11 plus 17 is 28. So we are expecting our partner has 0 points. Maybe because of the club lead, maybe the jig of clubs. So I don't think that this board is particularly interesting, but still it's always kind of good to duck the singleton king, because now declarer has to use one of his entries to get to his hand. Okay, this one we can duck 2 and king to the 9. Wow, interesting. He's expecting that he will get all of them. No, you won't. Now he will stop playing spades. Okay. So I take it. And I force him to discard 2 more rounds. Of course, I would love to play a club to get the entries, but unfortunately that was not possible, and partner doesn't have any stoppers in hearts, so that's over, and 0 imps. So let's see if Steven opened the bidding. No, he didn't as well. So good evaluation. It might be a disaster. You can see that in 1 spade you will most likely make 2 tricks. Nothing more. Wow, that would be a disaster. Okay, so a tie. Last board. 11 high card points, so that's definitely an invitation to a game opposing a weak no trump, which is the most likely hand partner has for 1 club opening. So we just show our full card major, trying to check. Okay, partner is bidding 2 clubs, which should show an unbalanced hand. So either with 6 clubs, or in this case 5 clubs and 4 diamonds. Partner kind of denied 4 spades because that would be 1 spade bid with unbalanced hand. So now we know about a 6 clubs or 5-4. Both ways is quite good. I'm more like the 6 clubs, because then we will have most likely 6 tricks in clubs in no trumps, and after a spade lead another 2 tricks and a stopper to try to establish a last trick in diamonds or hearts. So in here I will not invite, because the Jack 10 is a very good combination to play the finesse later. Okay, so I jump to 3 no trumps straight away, not giving them any more information, and we get the spade lead. And we can see that it's 5-4, 3-1, and our weakest suit is hearts. So we are glad that we didn't get the hard lead, and this is what we want, kind of to stay like that. So we play the small spade, we have to, and I take it with the ace. Why not the queen and the ace? Because after the 10, if I take it with the ace, neither of the defenders knows who has the queen. Okay, the 8 might show that it's not an honor. But still, if you are playing against human players, they might think and they might hope that partner is having the queen. If you take it with the queen, most likely, well, East would know for sure that West is not having the ace, and West might think that East is having the ace, but not kind of sure about that. So I take it with the ace, hoping the spade will come back, and I run the jack of clubs, hoping for a cover. Didn't come up, and we lose to the queen. And now a hard back, and we are done. Okay, so we want to duck it for sure, because we want to give West a chance to cash. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's only 8 tricks. So we need to find West with ace of clubs. Is that possible? Ace of hearts, ace of clubs, nothing in spades. That's possible. So we discard our diamonds. And we will hope that West had only 3 hearts, which might be likely. And here, do I want to unblock the queen? No, I have enough time. Okay, that's good. And now we can just pray that West really started with 5 hearts and not 4, although the 8 of hearts from East is more suggesting that hearts are for 4, so we will go 1 down. Yeah, pity. Pity. So here is a chance for Steven to stay into no trumps, which he didn't, and he played in 3 no trumps but went 3 down, so another 3 imps. So that's a victory. That's a victory, which is always good for you if you win a match, but we can see that the bidding went only 2 no trumps. But with the 13 count, North raised to 3 no trumps. And what was the lead? 8 of spades. Okay, so that's good. And now I'm guessing that Steven, because he went so many down, that he played the diamond. Yeah. Diamond, if you make 4 diamond tricks, okay, you always need to make your homework. And that's counting tricks, right? So if the diamond finesse is on, you can play it anytime. And usually, because if you postpone the decision for later, then you might have more information. So you might know if the finesse is more likely on, or maybe there is a doubleton behind, so you might try to cash the doubleton queen behind. Or you might simply not need to play the finesse at all. And that's what happened at my table. Because even if the finesse is on, you have 4 diamonds, 3 spades is 7. So you need to score the heart king and you need to score the club, 1 club trick anyway. And the best way how to score a club trick is to play the jack and just duck it, hoping that West has the queen. And that's what might have happened. So now is the same story, heart to the 10, but now West didn't cash his hearts because he had time, because you didn't flash the club entry to the east hand, so he has enough time to wait for the trick. Club to the king is good. That's already 3 tricks. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Too bad. And see, club to the king is not solving the issue with few amount of tricks. And now your hard king is finessed. So kind of a sad story. So pity, but the diamond finesse at the start made the bid very difficult. So hope I helped you a bit. Steven, thank you once again a lot for sponsoring this video, and thank you for being my opponent. It was really nice. 3 boards were standard, and I think the last one is quite okay. Where you could do a little bit better is winning the 3 hearts, because that could actually win you the whole challenge. Because if you make 3 hearts and I go 1 down in 4, you will score 5 imps, so the last board would not even matter. So the declare play in 3 hearts, this was your chance to beat me. Okay, so thank you guys. I will continue doing that. You can see that I have another 3 challenges waiting here, which I will do probably in the evening or tomorrow morning, because I'm going for a lesson with kids in half an hour. So thank you guys, take care, and see you in another video.